So this is sprint 50, and I'll go. Wait a second. Let's look at this one. Yeah, this is review. Yeah. So our goal is to add a third-party webhook trigger. Yeah, we didn't finish it. We didn't put it to production, but currently it works on our locally, and we are just having some problem to deploy to staging and production. Yeah.
Okay. Small formatting thing. Get rid of the bullet point before the X, and put a space bar after the X. Yep.
Already a space. Yeah.
But there is a space. Okay. All right. Cool.
So it is 2 weeks, and here are the time spent. Geoffrey, Luke, and Jim.
Okay.
And yeah, let's go through the PBI. So I will go to my browser. And so here are all the down PBIs. So let me have a look at first one. So trigger webhook. So this is something done in the engine. So it means when a tag is applied to an email, it will call a webhook URL. So you can see on the down, you can only see it on the logs. You can see it is calling the correct webhook. Yeah. There are some PBI afterwards to let you see on the portal. So it's just some logs to see. Yeah, here for this one. So good. I go to the next one. So those two PBI are from you, Adam. So some enhancement on the portal. So the first one is to reduce the vertical spacing for forms. Previously, we have this form, and now we are changing to right align to reduce space like this. Yeah.
Yep. Do you like it?
Who? Me?
Do you like it more?
I'm fine with both. Yeah.
All right.
And next one is to enhance the sidebar. So it's an email from you. Yeah, we change the local to vertical and reduce the width of the sidebar and also move about a bit higher. Yeah, that's for this one.
Great.
Yeah, and next one is from column. Yeah. So previously it is a when we click the name, let me sign. So I will show it on the text. So previously, when we click this name of the tag, it will go to the external link. Yeah, but this behavior is a bit of weird. So we are changing to go to the edit page after we click it. So as you can see also on production, so when we click, it will go to the edit page. Yeah, let's change it for this one. And next one is to customize login page. So previously we have this login page. Yeah, it is from the external, and we want to customize it. So this is a new login page. Yeah.
Much nicer. Since a login page can just hang there for a while, I would like you to add the tagline so there's something to read while they're doing nothing.
Tagline, you mean where? Sorry.
The tagline of EagleEye. If you go to the homepage of EagleEye, you'll see the tagline. Okay, there it is. Transform company data into Epic Insights.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Toby, please help me make a note. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is for login page. And next one is a bug. It's kind of related to this one. Yeah. So there are some issues for redirect. Yeah, but we fixed it. Yeah. Now login pages works fine. Yeah. So I will just skip it. So next two is the video for column. He actually done it in one. So yeah, and we put it in our CTI. Yeah, for those two. Yeah, and let me back to the email. So we also have this webhook trigger history in progress, but I think it's necessary to show it on my local. So Adam, as you can see on my local, we have a new tab called triggers. And here you can see the trigger history of the webhook. Yeah, so it is done by Geoffrey. Yeah.
So when you go every tag now on EagleEye, have a URL that's associated to it, a webhook.
Okay.
And when you do a scan, daily scan, whenever there's a webhook associated to a tag, it's going to hit this endpoint, this URL.
And do what?
And this is the list. Well, this is just for clients if they want to do some action whenever you scan it.
Yeah.
So you can just do whatever you want with it.
Can you give me an example?
Example. I don't have an example in mind.
You must have it.
There are 5 examples in the PBI.
You definitely
Maybe
should have
yeah.
a quintessential example so you can quickly explain it.
You could trigger like a Power Automate thing if you wanted. Like
yeah, I know that you
That's
can
not
call
specific.
that's like that.
I need,
in the PBI. Okay.
yeah, you've got to be able to say, hey, like with an order,
Yeah.
you might want to have multiple deliveries. You know, like something that you
Yeah,
can
right.
do.
I see. Yeah. A concrete. Yeah.
So they have a category.
You
on
put
their
emails,
email.
send, blah blah to.
So it says follow up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then what do we want to do?
Action the follow up maybe. Or
Yeah, I think what is important, as you can see, Jeffrey's struggling. You need to be able to go to EagleEye/docs, see the post about this, and a couple of examples that you can do.
okay. I'll build something there. Cool.
Yeah, we do have a PBI, yeah, to add documentation for how to use this webhook. Yeah, it's in the next
I
sprint.
give some examples in there.
Yeah, okay. And Jim is currently working on this one to save the email content when doing testing on the prompt. Yeah. Yeah, but Jim is kind of work on kind of work. Yeah, so it's still kind of in progress. Okay, so that's all the PBI. Let me quickly go through the rest of email. So we have 4 product deployments, 2 engine deployments. And we here are the job executions. We have some feelings. I actually read it, so we will have a look at it in the next sprint. And report views, Stefan, Rick, and Colin. Yeah. And epic progress. For webhook, we finished 1. Yeah, and for the product page, we actually finished this epic. And next one, R&D. So we kind of doing, Geoffrey and I kind of investigate some migration issues between Windows and Mac. It has some like a carriage return issue, yeah. And AI tools, it is same from last time, yeah. From me, Cursor, ChatGPT, Geoffrey, same, and Jim is ChatGPT 4.
Have you guys tried Gemini 2.5?
No.
No.
Not interested in trying it out?
Does anyone want to try it?
You just select a different option from the drop down.
In person? Yep. Okay, cool. I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Jeffrey will try it.
I'll try it.
Yep.
In my experience,
Just put it
better.
Put in brackets for
Food or
Jeffrey.
something. Yeah.
Next week, Jeffrey will try Gemini 2.5.
Jeffrey has promised to try that.
It's gonna happen.
I'm going to be ashamed if he does.
Do you think he'll notice?
In the email?
Or do you think he'll notice when he switches?
So Gemini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're using
Oh,
3.7,
yeah.
I think so. Okay. And that's the sort of thing that EagleEye could do. It could detect that Jeffrey's promised something and then make sure it happens. With a webhook.
Like send me a reminder.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
We use AI to assign
Yeah, you
tags.
could put it in emails.
Doesn't have to be
and
a
then
specific
these
format.
would,
Could just be Jeffrey has said he'll do this.
yeah.
Pick it up.
They could send reminders. That's a good idea. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will continue. So for retro, Toby, so nice to see the webhook feature and login experience is improved. From Geoffrey, Luke was helpful in doing the final fix for the webhook. And from me, Portal UI is improved. And what didn't go so well, so I'm going to go to client work next week. Yeah. And from Geoffrey, so F5 experience was not ready, yeah, for Windows machine. Yeah. Yeah. So
Ready
for
for
the
Macs, but not Windows.
Right, yeah. And we had to, yeah.
That's the first time that's ever happened.
SSW, not SSM. So
I know.
Anyway.
okay, so for
So,
improvement,
Holman, is there any mention here about the feedback that you got from chewing the fat?
Well, we haven't really been able to process it yet since it just went out this morning.
No, that's not true. There's been a heap of responses, so anyone could have logged in and had a look. When Tina was happening, they were making changes on the day as it was coming in. So, Luke, have you even looked at the feedback?
Yeah, I looked at the feedback this morning. Yeah, refine several. Yeah, I'll have a look. Yeah.
And did anything come back that was good? Anything easy to fix? Hard?
There's some feedback. We actually also look at it before, so we are going to fix it in the next sprint. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So you've got feedback from you'll get on Monday you'll have feedback from getting towards 100 people. So you should definitely be having a look there and seeing what's good and what's not. And also, if they're not giving you the feedback in the way that you want, like yak shaves or whatever, you can correct them.
Okay. Yeah. And next thing is more like a question for you, Adam. Do you want some new dev for EagleEye team since I'm going to the client work?
Oh, you got a client work. Oh, great. Awesome. Yeah, that's a very good question. That is a question for the Benchmasters. Did we know this when we did the meeting?
He told me I was going to mention it, and I forgot because we dragged out by other things.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, he was in my mind.
Okay.
So,
all right.
That's right. You're joining me on
send us an email, actually,
right? Whitehaven.
Okay.
Is that right, Luke?
Yeah, I sent an email. Yeah.
You sent an email to Benchmaster.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
So if he goes on client, it's going to be me full time, Jim part time because he's sometimes at client work too. So is this enough for you for the team, or do you want
not much? But we'll talk about that in the Benchmaster.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so let's jump into the forecast. So for next sprint, it will be 1 week, but only for 4 days. We have a public holiday. And so the most important PBI will still be webhook trigger. Yeah, so those 2 PBI highlighted. And we have like three like enhancement for the product page. We put it in the next sprint. And here are the UI enhancement for the portal. Yeah. And we also have a meeting for the Asia marketplace. Yeah, next week. Yeah. That's
right.
all.
Okay. So make sure that one of the top things and the sprint goal should be to go through the feedback from chewing the fat.
Yeah.
That should be the first thing.
Should we create a PBI for that?
You should have a PBI in there. So add a PBI before you send this.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's really important.
Yeah.
The other thing is we need to. We would have got feedback from the video. But what we are missing from the EagleEye channel, the YouTube channel, is there is no short. So we should be able to cut out a little bit of Callum and make a 30-second chunk from what's there, unless we want him to record another 30-second thing.
Okay,
right. It should be very similar to Yak Shaver.
I don't know if I agree that it should be the first priority. I think we should actually finish a feature before we start on looking at picking up more. So meaning I think we should finish off the webhook and then start to look at the CTF feedback.
Right. Okay.
We can do this work in parallel with the reels, like because TV team can work on this.
That's true. You get Marcus.
Yeah, Marcus can just build the shorts. Yeah. It's for YouTube channel. It's not for.
Yeah, we need it. We'll need it for NDC. NDC waits for no one. And if we have no video, we can't show them the concept of EagleEye, which is to get, similar AI projects. The idea, getting this
video.
This little webhook done. Unless it's a key demo that we're doing at NDC, I think it is less important.
Okay, right.
I do think it makes it a lot more useful to the product if it has the web.
It does, but will they be demoing it or explaining it?
Well, I'll be there, so I guess I'll be doing that.
I guess so, yeah. It's good.
Well, I think the video is one thing, but going through the CTF feedback is another. And going through the CTF feedback isn't going to be something that's done by Marcus. That's going to be done by Luke or Jeffrey here. So, and considering that, yeah, I don't have the time for it. I'm booked in. yeah, considering we're going to be losing Luke, I think we should be really trying to get this over the line. So we're not. Anyway, yeah.
I'll work on the feedback as a priority, but Marcus can work on the shorts on the side. I don't need to do anything for that.
Yeah. I of course I agree with you, Toby. And I wouldn't want. Let's just say Luke was even working on this and not going on to client work. Then I would say, Luke, look at it and give it on to Tiago or Jeffrey or somebody else. But don't work on it. But look through the feedback and what you want done. Yeah, there's no point getting all that feedback and not reviewing it. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all for this sprint. So you can on our videos on the YouTube channel. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. See you. Let's stop recording. Yeah.